As a kid, I'd say Back to the Future was probably one of my favorite movies to just watch over and over again, along with the original Star Wars trilogy and the original Indiana Jones trilogy. It's just, I don't know, it's just endless entertainment for me. I love this movie so much. If I had to make like a top 10 list of movies, it'd definitely be on the list, maybe in the top five. Once I saw this movie for the first time, I won't forget it. It's just so unique and funny. Every character in this is perfectly casted. It's funny, before the showing, I saw it at a Fathom event. They showed like screen tests for who could have been the characters, and I'm thinking like this is so weird. Like because in my mind, nobody else could have played these characters so well. From your main duo of Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd to the people who play his parents and Biff and Jennifer, all these people like I just feel like they're all perfectly casted. Um, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd are so funny. Like the reactions to things, the way Michael J. Fox's eyes kind of pop out sometimes, or Christopher Lloyd's chaotic, manic energy. Like one of my favorite scenes is when he's trying to connect the two vials together, but they won't fit, and he just starts screaming like, "Ah!" it's just so funny. Um, and I don't know, it's just a classic movie. Like it's kind of hard to find somebody who hasn't seen this movie, so I feel like all that's been said about it has already been said. Something I enjoy about rewatching it is that every time I pick up on new little foreshadowing and hints. Like this time I noticed in the beginning of the movie when they saw the radio in the TV news, they're talking about how plutonium has gone missing. Like I didn't even notice that, and then obviously Doc took it from the Libyans. Um, I don't know. It just stuff like that I pick up on as I rewatch the movie. Like all the clocks in Doc's house kind of foreshadows him hanging from the clock tower at the end of the movie. Something I like about this, and I think Robert Zemeckis' other big film, Forrest Gump, kind of share in common, is how normal people, little things can make a big difference, even if you don't really notice it. Like Marty basically like doing not that much causes the entire history to change. Same way Forrest Gump kind of has history change by him just being there. Um, I like the mom falling in love with him instead of his dad is kind of weird, but it's kind of funny at the same time. Michael J's reaction to that is just kind of just hilarious. And I do like how Marty makes his dad more confident. He makes George McFly less of a loser. So when he comes back in the present, like there's a new timeline, and George McFly is more confident about himself, and he decides to focus on his passion of being an author, and kind of parallels Marty's journey of being more confident in playing the guitar, which he does at the end of the movie. During one of the scenes, which does remind me of Forrest Gump, well, Chuck Berry's cousin is like, "You know that new sound you've been looking for? Well, listen to this." Like, it's just a funny scene that kind of comes out of nowhere, but I always remember it because it shows how, like I said, little people can make a big difference. Um, which is probably the central theme of this movie. Yes, it is a comedy movie at its heart, but there is also kind of deeper themes within it once you peel back the layers. Now, the way they do time travel is kind of iffy. Some stuff doesn't make any sense. Like he like influences this janitor guy to become the mayor, but it's like, well, if he's the mayor in the original timeline, how did he get influenced then too? Stuff like that kind of doesn't really make that much sense, but I feel like it's less focused on, the plot mechanics of time travel. This isn't Doctor Who we're talking about. It's not meant to be taken completely seriously. It's meant to entertain you and be focused more on the characters than like the sci-fi elements. So in a movie like this, I could forgive that. But yeah, overall, one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion. The sequels while good, don't really live up to it. It's not like Indiana Jones, like Temple of Doom and Last Crusade, in my opinion, are on the same level for Raiders. This is like Back to the Future's an A, two is a C plus, and three is like a C. Like they're good movies, but nowhere near as close as the first one. So if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. It's a great time. I never get tired of watching it. I revisit it every couple of years. It's one of those movies I just rewatch over and over again. Um, like I said, along with the original Indiana Jones and Star Wars. So let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this movie. And do you think the sequels are as good? Or do you agree with me and think that they don't really live up to it? So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace.